Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Animal Crossing's New Horizons. I'm Nye. Man, I did some farming. some farming was done. I had time last night, and I was just kind of hanging out. I had really nothing to do. So I decided, I'm going to go fishing. I'm going to go fishing and bug catching, just for a couple hours, and you'll see the result. Hello there, everyone. Right now in Isle Deckney, it is 5:25 p.m. on Friday, April 10th, 2020. No breaking news today. Is it just me, or did this week fly by? I know how hard all of you worked, so I hope you enjoy a well-deserved, lovely weekend. Well, thank you. I'm looking forward to a well-deserved, lovely weekend. Yeah. I'm looking forward to a good weekend. Gonna do a lot of relaxation. I'm gonna spend a lot of time in Final Fantasy. Uh-oh. My phone is ringing. This is new. Hello, this is Timmy from Nook's Cranny. I've reached Nye, right? We've sent a payment to your bank account for 13,576 bells for what you left in the drop-off box. Thank you for using the service. Hope to see you in the shop soon. Okay, that's all. Okay, good to know. I did do some farming last night after 10 o'clock, because I was trying to get certain fish to actually show up, specifically the barrel eye, and I wasn't particularly successful, but, of course, you know, Nook's Cranny is closed by that point in the night. Well, closed at 10, really. But it's closed by that point in the night, so I had to use the drop-off box. We'd never used it before. So we did get miles for being an island ichthyologist. We have caught even more fish. We're at 43 out of the, I guess, 80 fish in the game. Pond-raised tropical fish is the new title keywords here. Let's see. We have made even more DIY tools. We've made over 200 now. Hip Virtuoso. We've also broken even more tools. Rough and Tumble Mini. Look at all these points building up. Hoard Reward. We have put even more stuff into our house. Abounding Interior Design Fan. Anything else? So much stuff we have not just not yet encountered here. So I do have a ton of stuff in my inventory, as you can see. I did get lucky last night. So last night I did go exploring various islands. I hit up. So here's my stash of stuff that's waiting for tomorrow. So I got 2 oarfish. Oh god, there's no room for this. I did get 2 oarfish. So right now we are. Oh my god, how big is this thing? We are waiting for CJ to show up tomorrow so I can sell this stuff. Oh, it'd be big. That is a large fish. So we are waiting for CJ to show up tomorrow so he can buy fish for me, because CJ does buy fish at higher than normal expected rate. Oh, hello. What the hell's going on? Oh, hey. Cool, KK's here. KK's not usually here on Fridays, is he? Okay, so we're just going to kind of drop some of this stuff off just so I have some level of inventory space. I also got lucky, and I got Tarantula Island last night, which we have never gotten a chance to get, which is kind of awesome. We don't really care that much at this point about balloons. I've gotten pretty much every DIY that you really expect to get at this point. So I'm not terribly worried about the balloons now. I'm just going to sell the clownfish. Do I really? Is there anything? Yes, I need to hold on to red snappers. Those are actually worth actual money. I mean, it might be worth keeping seahorses. The only reason I'm bothering to do this, by the way, is specifically because CJ comes tomorrow, and we know he comes tomorrow. Otherwise, wouldn't be bothering. I also caught all of these. So all of these things here. What type of balloon is this? Okay. So we do have a bunch of fish. I was able to catch a guppy last night. We caught a fly. I caught a snapping turtle about 10 minutes ago. A butterfly fish and a killifish. So we've caught almost every fish in the game at this point. At least in the game that is currently available is, I guess, the way to put that. I did get Tarantula Island last night. So Tarantula Island was able to catch 39 tarantulas. I had to give up everything I had on my person at the time. I was not actually expecting to find Tarantula Island. We did that. So we're going to have, whenever Flick shows up, we're going to have a ton of money. Like, money is going to rain from the sky. But CJ is also going to give me a fair amount of money as well. Hi, Blathers. So let's go ahead and make a donation. So I'm going to donate a killifish, a butterfly fish, a snapping turtle, and a guppy. Did I already have a fly? Interesting. I didn't think I had a fly. Apparently I did. Oh, let's look at that. Cool. Okay, one thing I do want to... Oh my god, he fell asleep while he was talking to me. One thing I do want to do is go take the KK Slider concert. I actually missed it last week. I have put more stuff out, more furniture that I found. So we're kind of decorating everywhere. Just love seeing and smelling. Oh yeah, cherry blossoms. Nice. I'm glad that we're actually talking about something that's not Bunny Day. Okay. So the question is... So once upon a time, I don't know if he does it anymore. We're going to find out in just a second. But what used to happen is KK Slider, when you met him for the first time, per week, he would allow you to choose a song, and he would give you that song specifically. Let's talk to him. Hey, what's buzzin'? Name's KK Slider. I'm in town for a spell, playing tunes before I hit the road again. I'm not taking requests right now. I just want to do my thing. Let the music take me where it wants to be. I'll start taking song requests around 6 p.m. Catch me then, you dig? Well, cool thing is I will still be playing around 6 p.m. Okay, we will come check out KK Slider at around 6 p.m. We'll still be here in 30 minutes, I'm sure. Okay, let's, we're gonna start in here today. Whoops, hello. What was that? Blue intricate wall. Cool, I'll claim that. We'll be back. I just happened to be here, so I want to check that. Right, so, I'm curious how often you guys play games where the developers actually interact with you. Maybe not necessarily you directly as you, the player, but directly interact with their audience. And not even, not even necessarily interacts like games with you guys, just interacts. Hey, Boone, I apparently have a thing for you. Here, have some blue intricate wall. Yes, a blue intricate wall. And, okay, cool. Give me some money. I'll take it. I'm not proud. I will take money. But I am, somewhat curious, because I have played a number of games where the developers were directly interactive. Some of these games were, naturally things like Tower of Guns, where the developer interacted with me more because I was covering it for a YouTube channel than anything, and I was reporting, I was reporting a bug. But developer interacted, which is an important thing. This is brought up because I was logging into Final Fantasy for the day, and I happened to notice that Final Fantasy had a letter from the producer. And Yoshi P has a habit of interacting with people. He loves his audience, which I think is a fantastic thing. Like, it's something that I don't see enough in video game developers, that they kind of really enjoy their audience. But Yoshi P, not only loves his audience, but he's very cognizant of the fact that both his audience enjoys his interaction, but he's also cognizant of the fact, not to put too fine a point on it, that his job relies on his audience. I've seen a lot of developers out there who are of the opinion that, whatever they touch turns to gold. and that we are lucky as Ooh, got some from Label. You're very helpful the other day. Here, oh yeah, here are 2 Taylor tickets as a thank you. Ooh, 2 Taylor tickets, thank you. Nice. He's got something from Mom. Cherry blossom petals dance upon the wind like some kind of bizarre battalion of breeze ballerinas. A smile graces my face as I watch the petals fall. All is well until... Achoo. So Mom gave us something. And Dodo Airlines. Just want to thank you for flying Dodo Airlines. We know you don't have a lot of options, but thanks for choosing us all the same. We hope you enjoy this nifty bit of custom DAL merch. Nifty, right? Cool. I like merch. So what do we get? So from, there's the 2 Taylor's tickets. From Mom, we got Mom's tissue box. Okay. And we got the DAL eye mask. Nice. Okay, into the house. So basically, I have no room in the house. I mean, we have. I'm gonna show you the bug portion of storage at the moment. So we're at 400, 400. Now we were there earlier, and you're gonna be like, "Nye, you were at 400, 400 yesterday. Why is that different anyway?" Let me go show you the closet. So right now, the Easter room is the closet. I made 50 spaces available by doing this. And it's all filled. What is it filled with, you ask? Why? Let me show you what it is filled with. Please, God, Flick, show up. So I actually have room again in my house. I have, like, you look at some of this stuff. Hello. You look at some of this stuff, and you're sitting there like, you know, I have no room. There is no room available. And some of the stuff is obviously, we have a couple of duplicates, which, you know, sure. But still, like, there's not much in the way of duplication in my inventory, apart from, you know, there's stuff in here, obviously, but a lot of this stuff is, these are ingredients, and I'm holding on to them for when we get DIY recipes that need them. We're gonna go ahead and sell some peaches. I would, if I could actually put stuff away. Anything I'm gonna put away? Let's go ahead and, oh, right, we're actually gonna give those away. God, I have nothing I wanna, oh, okay, put that in storage. But I've seen developers, in various games, who very much have this very strange opinion that, it's not, their job doesn't rely on the consumer buying their games, and therefore them making a good game, that the consumer is lucky that that developer exists. And, you know, the consumer better take whatever this developer puts out. It could be good, it could be terrible, it doesn't matter. This dev put it out, and therefore it's amazing, and you should spend your hard-earned bucks on it. Why? Because they made it. I've seen that a couple of times, and it never fails to piss me off. Like, that's not how you act, in general. Like, I've seen it in YouTubers and Twitch streamers as well, you know. And part of me wants to call it entitlement, but it really goes above and beyond entitlement. There's a level of narcissism there that is, frankly, just boggles the mind. I'm going to be selling all this stuff because none of my friends needed it. Let's get rid of some things, though. But it frankly boggles the mind when some people have that sense of, as I said, that sense of narcissism, that they are God's gift to, you know, the world, effectively. I want to sell... Oh, nope. Excuse me. Actually, let me check turnip prices so I can let friends know. Yep, crappy turnip prices. I wish to sell. What am I offering? Let's see. What am I offering? Let's... Like, all of this? Like, let's just get rid of stuff. All that. Oh, there's an earth egg I can also sell. Sold! Okay, let's get this creepy doll. I am interested in a dolly. My sisters never really were into dolls, so I never had to really deal with them. I am interested in a book. Thank you for the book. Okay, now is this actually a platform, or is this a thing on a platform? A tatami bed. Ooh, nice. Okay. And this? A clothes closet. Okay. Sure. Okie dokie. We'll be back to sell some stuff for you in just a second. But I think it's, you know, there's definitely the two extremes. It's the, you know, the developers who think that you are lucky for them existing. Then there's the developers who realize that they are lucky that you exist. And while I hate the former, you know, I really, like, I have an intense dislike of the narcissistic developer. And again, the same thing, to maybe a lesser extent, applies to other content creators. The narcissistic writer, the narcissistic artist. You know, your fame and your fame and your fortune happens because of your audience. It's not, yes, your talent did something, yes, your ability did something, but if the audience didn't exist that liked what you did, you're nothing, you know, you aren't anything. It's really your audience. Your audience appreciates you, and everybody knows that, you know, the audience is fickle. We all know that. But it's not, it's kind of this joint thing. So I really end up, what's up, Mabel? Okay, hold on, let's talk to our girl. We ran another tailor shop like this in a different place before we came here. That was the shop our late parents left us. But then Label went on her journey, and all of our other friends set off to try new things. So we decided to get a fresh start too. That's how we came to be here on Isle Deckney. And coming here was totally the right call. It's fun, the scenery is great, and you can't beat the neighbors. But I have to admit, I do miss our old store sometimes. I do too. We ran that old place for quite a while, so it's filled with good memories. But it's still there, and we can visit it whenever, so let's just focus on making our new shop even better. Good point, sis. Let's keep working hard. Good old Mabes. She's really giving it her all. I have to admit, I know just what she means about missing our old shop, but at the same time, I'm so glad we came to this island. I finally feel like we have a family again. Aw, that's awesome. You're gonna make me cry over here. I do have Taylor's tickets. Okay, what do we got? So, we already have biker jackets. We already have the Chesterfield coat. We already have an energetic sweater. We already have a flannel shirt. Ooh, I get a sushi chef's outfit. Ooh, a tweed jacket. Okay. So let's see. What else do we got here? Anything interesting? Got a patchwork skirt, striped pants, a cheerleading uniform, a pharaoh's outfit, a sheep hood. Ooh, cyber shades. Okay, cool. Got some LaBelle sneakers. Oh, hey! So her stuff is actually winkle pickers. Okay. So, LaBelle sneakers are actually, like, in the shop now. That's interesting. I wonder if that has anything to do with that's the one she gave me, and so now it's being sold in the shop. I'll be interested to see if these show up tomorrow. Okay. So let's see what we're gonna get. So we're definitely get the sushi chef's outfit. I have a cut pleather skirt. Let's go ahead and pick up the patchwork skirt. I already have a beret, but I'll definitely pick up a paperboy cap. Let's pick up some cyber shades. I mean, we have to pick up the fishnets. Like, there isn't even a choice. We'll get some winkle pickers. Sure. No, I'm good. I like my outfit now, but cool. Whatever doesn't fit will go into my pockets. Awesome. So did that use my tickets? That did use my tickets. Okay. I'm okay with that using those tickets. That's fine. Okay. I need a tweed jacket. Do I want the black and white or the candy stripes? Let's look at the candy stripes. Oh yeah. Especially with that pose. We're gonna get the Pharaoh's outfit in a second. I absolutely need a sheep's hood in my life. We already have the retro shades. Okay, we just need the Pharaoh's outfit, and we'll have everything. Oh well, I did not intend to do that. That's a great look on you. Yeah, I'm absolutely certain that it is. Yeah. We're not gonna talk about this. We're just gonna grab the Pharaoh's outfit, and we're gonna go. I love how confident we are in this outfit. Oh my god. Can I have my normal outfit on, please? I mean, I say normal wearing a Jester's outfit and the masquerade mask, but, you know. Okay. Yeah, I think we're done. So, this whole thing about the developers got brought up because I was logging into Final Fantasy XIV. And saw a message from Yoshi P there. And as I said, from what I've seen over the course of playing the game for the past couple of years, Yoshi P is one of the developers that really values his job, loves his audience, loves his community. You know, he has a good deal of fun just showing up in the game because he knows that players will look for him. What's kind of neat about Yoshi P in general is that he's beloved amongst the community. You know, we joke around a lot when something goes wrong in the game. You know, thanks Yoshi P. But we also know that he's the reason, in a big way, why Final Fantasy XIV actually took off instead of just being a failed experiment by Square. So we know that's that. So we know that he's directly responsible for the game actually being awesome, and to be honest, he's responsible for the game existing in the first place. But we also know that he loves his community. So there's, you know, subtle little nods to him in the game, and it's always fun to point those out to newbies. You know, the fact that the bard is Yoshi P is always a fun thing to point out to people who don't know. But then there's also, you know, the Rising event, the yearly anniversary of Final Fantasy XIV, where typically you get a message directly from Yoshi P talking not necessarily to your character, but also not necessarily to you as the player. It's one of the things that I've always enjoyed about the game. Let's actually go talk to Chatter real quick. How's it going? This is for you. Okay, surprise. You get... What am I going to give you? What do I not want? Here, have some house slippers. Oh, house slippers. You know me so well. This really pushes my boundaries in a good way. Don't want to be rude, but this is awesome. See? I wasn't rude. Yep, that's Chad. What's up, Melba? Hi, Nye. Do you want a thing? Yeah, I'm going to give you an outfit. Okay, so what are we going to give to Melba? Problem is, I want to keep all these. Let's give her a dolly. You're really giving me a dolly? Yes, I am. Thanks so much. I love that color. I've been looking at things like this to use accessories, or accents in my place. I have something here for you. A Viking helmet. Dude! Okay, we have to look at this Viking helmet. Hold on. Hell yes. Okay, we're going to wear that for a little bit. Partially because it's awesome, but let's be 100% honest with each other. We're also wearing because Melba gave it to us, because Melba is awesome. But one of the things that to go on a slight side tangent about Final Fantasy XIV real quick, one of the things I really like about the game is that, unlike a couple of other MMOs I've played, and unlike a lot of games I've played in the past, ooh, hey. B, what are you making? Currently crafting a tiny library. Please, give me... Yes, I would love to make a tiny library. Thank you. But, you know, I also did want to talk to you. I have a thing for you. It's something that I have specifically for you. You're going to love it. It's a sushi chef's outfit. Yes, I'm sure I want to give you a sushi chef's outfit. You are apparently the chef, so you get the outfit. I love the color. Awesome. Okay, well, I'll get some bells. Okay, that's fine. One of the things that I love about Final Fantasy XIV is that, in a way I've never really seen a game do before, like, in a way that feels distinctly different, the game very much makes you, as both the player and the character, the hero. And, you know, it's a thing that a lot of games try to do, is do that, they try to, a lot of games try to blank slate the main character to give them very little personality and sometimes no lines whatsoever, because the purpose is to kind of sink you as the player into the game and allow you to kind of imagine that you are the main character, and that is, you know, that's the fun, right? But what I find about Final Fantasy XIV is that you make the main character, you make a lot of dialogue choices, things like that. Yay, great, those are things other games do. But the writing really focuses on including you as the main character and having kind of that blend of you as the person, but also you as the hero. And I feel it's done in a way that I guess I don't feel like a lot of other games do. So one of the things I really love about the Yoshi P Direct Address is that when Yoshi P does his Rising event, he as the person, as the director of Final Fantasy 14 is the one talking to you. And you may ask, okay, now how do you know this? Because we already know that Yoshi P's in the game as various characters, and it's very simple. During some of the Rising events, not only does he outright tell you, but I remember a couple of years ago, one of the Rising events, you actually went to his office, like his office in Japan, and you got to explore like the floor. So it's always things are falling on my desk for no particular reason. But it's always a fun event, and the writing, you know, is very heartfelt in these events, talking to you as the player and letting you know, man, I really appreciate you, we really appreciate you, you know, we do this all for you guys, and, we love hearing what you have to do. The Rising event this past year was actually it definitely was a little bit emotional. Because of the way they wrote it, they had you were on a beach and you were getting bottles washed up on the shore, kind of similar to the one that I picked up a few minutes ago. And the bottles were, depending on which bottle you picked up, there were different bottles you could pick up. But some of the bottles were characters that you've met, and generally these were unnamed characters. So these were just side NPCs with kind of generic titles. But they were characters who had seen the heroic deeds you have done. Sometimes the big stuff, the bosses you beat, the evil you had defeated. So sometimes, they were thanking you for defeating evil. What's up, Broccolo? Thanks for saying hi. Oh, I have more than just saying hi. I'm going to give you a gift. Yes, I have a thing for you. I'm going to give you a sheep hood. Ooh, a sheep hood. This is real cool. I'm going to try it on at home later. Ah, shame. Apparently he can't wear it. But, some of the characters are, they're commenting on stuff you did in the past, right? They're commenting about, you've beaten this boss, you completed this storyline. Some of them are talking about little side quests you may have done. Just the small stuff. You need a bed. Are you okay, Peanut? Hey there, Mr. Beetle. What are you doing on this spaceship? Was that a dream? Oh my gosh, Toads fell asleep. Right just before I woke up, I was walking on stage for my New Year's Eve countdown concert. That dream was so good. Do you need something? I need to give you a bed. Am I giving you a thing? I'm absolutely giving you a thing. Here. Have a tatami bed. Oh my gosh, this is a tatami bed. Thanks, Nai. I've low-key wanted something like this for a while. You do need to train up the old abode. You need a bed. Oh, you're gonna give me a garbage bin? Okay. Yeah, I absolutely love them. They keep on being given to me. Oh, I love this music. Hold on, wait. I have to... 1 second. I have to check. I think that's Forest Life. I'm gonna check the name of that. That's what we're requesting from KK. I've decided. What song is this? I play my tunes really, really loud on my wooden block stereo and totally lose myself in the music. It's so seriously the best. Until the neighbors complain. Yeah, what song is it? Yep, Forest Life. Which is the theme... Is that the theme from the original Animal Crossing? It's the theme from one of the Animal Crossings, I can't remember. But the bottles washed up. Sometimes some of them were minor characters, and all of the notes were aimed at you. You, the hero, yes. Also, sometimes you, the player. So sometimes it was just little side characters saying, I saw you do such and such a thing and it inspired me, or this thing that you did saved my life, or saved my boy, or saved my marriage, or something like that. It's always these little, you are directly responsible for improving the quality of my life. Then some of them were from main characters. Now, the main character was never named, but if you know Final Fantasy XIV, you knew who they were. You know, it may be a blue-garbed knight, or a white-haired, or a white-haired mechanic, or something like that. But if you know Final Fantasy XIV, if you've been playing, especially as long as I have, but really if you've been playing for any length of time, if you know the storylines, you knew who these people were. And again, these notes were being sent to your character and to you, and talking about how awesome you are and how, you know, kind of blessed they are to have you in their lives and how you have kind of saved the day over and over and over, and in some cases, how they wish they could return the favor. And then the final set of letters were addressed from the developers to partly the players, but also partly the characters. But the developers would talk about, the developers were talking about how, you know, how awesome it was to design the music and how they hoped you noticed, you know, this little titchy thing in the music here, or how they designed the sound effects and, you know, did you notice the sound of the explosions during the fireworks? They spent 6 hours trying to get that right. But it's always these really cool things addressed to you. And it definitely has this feeling of, you know, man, we love our job and we love being able to do this for you. You know, we're happy for this. So I'm kind of used to getting these, you know, letters from the editor, especially, you know, essentially from this team. But today when I logged in, and I don't know if this was launched today, it might have been launched yesterday, I missed the actual day this particular letter got released. But there was a letter from Yoshi P today to the players. And it was a letter expressing his upset, but his kind of, his upset, but his resolve, because the, you know, the team for Final Fantasy XIV, just like everybody else around the world, has been affected by this virus, right? They have to stay home, and it's affecting the patch schedule. And the patch schedule in Final Fantasy XIV is typically really good. Like, it, you know, the patches come out at a particular rate, so there's kind of always a little bit of new content out. It might be every, you know, the big patches are every, like, 16 weeks. But there might be small patches, you know, every 8 or 4 weeks. And so there's always just kind of a little bit of something new. They've just dropped a new one, for example, this week that Twin and I are kind of working our way through. So there's always this, you know, fun little additional thing for you to do. And he was expressing, you know, sorrow that because his developers could not get into the office because they were all, you know, quarantining, that the next major patch, which would normally be June, is going to be pushed back. If they don't know how long. And, you know, and it was this very kind of, you know, statement of, you know, we're really sorry. We really don't want it to be like this, but there is no choice on our end. But there was also, what really struck me is that he said, at the very end of the letter, he said, oh, you know, I forget how he worded it because I don't have the window open any longer. But he put in something like, yeah, it may not be important, but all the dev team is fine, too. It's like, no, that's very important to us. One of the reasons we care about you guys is you care about us. You know, we care about you guys being safe and being okay, too. But it was very much a letter of, we're really sorry that we're not going to be able to hit, you know, hit this time that we would like to hit. And, sup, Pietro? I did come to see you. Do you want a thing? Seriously, for you? Absolutely for you. What am I gonna give you? I'm gonna give you... What should we give Pietro? I'm gonna give Pietro a garbage bin. Oh my gosh! Is this really a garbage bin? I've always wanted something like it. It's weird that you knew. I know exactly where I'm gonna put this. You should come to the soft launch of my house rebrand and check it out. This was kind of swag, like the hand out in the club, but taking a heartbeat, but you're a friend, you can't give me something nice, so... Cool, I got 325 bells for a garbage bin. Nice. Thanks, Pietro. I'll see you later. But what amazes me is that the patches are, well, they are a part of kind of everyday life of Final Fantasy XIV players. We know the patch schedule. We know when it's likely to come out. You know, we kind of plan days around it. But wow, that's saying something special. It is kind of a big deal in the Final Fantasy XIV community, but it is a free thing. The patches are free, and they continue to expand the storyline of the expansion that you've already gotten. And so what kind of interests me is that it's an apology for, I'm sorry that this free thing that we give you is not going to be on time. And I sit here and I'm like, are you kidding me? It's free. We thank you guys for actually giving it to us in the first place. So for me, it's a level of the of how good the team is and how good the the leadership is, in that they feel that due to a worldwide epidemic that has everything shut down, when they've kept this game going, they're still from home trying to get patches pushed out. They're taking care of servers from home. You know, a lot of the stuff is still being done to make sure this game continues, that players keep playing. They feel the need to apologize for not being able to give us free content. And that just amazes me. That is, you know, it's a... You can look at it cynically, and you can go, oh, that's just a... This is just how you do good business, right? You could go, this is just, you know, this is, you know... Whoops. No, I want this. I want 90,000 bells. And I want to bury it in a hole. But you can definitely just go, you know, this is just good business. This is how you make sure that you keep your customers. And you know what? You're not wrong. But it's written in such a personable way, and it comes in so regularly that I sit here thinking, you know what? It's not necessarily just a business thing. This comes across as a person who really actually cares about their community. And you really see it from the community as well. The community really loves Yoshi P and his team. And I remember that in, I forget which award ceremony it was, but they're doing an award ceremony for Excellence in Gaming this year. And during the awards ceremony, or during the event, the award wasn't quite given yet, but during the event, Yoshi P introduced the writer behind the Shadowbringer storyline, whose name, unfortunately, I don't remember off the top of my head. I should. She's amazing. The audience gave her a standing ovation because her work was so good, and she was crying on stage. Everybody was just like, you know, you are fantastic. You know, it's the community cares about the developers, and the developers seem to care about the community. And it amazes me when you don't see this, and it amazes me when you do, because there are some developers who do care about their community, who do listen, who take feedback to heart, and they're not upset there's feedback. They're not upset that you know, the community is literally saying, hey, you done fucked up. And it's one of those things that I really do like, because I look at a lot of video games, and I'll sit there and I'll think, you know, man, this thing in the game does not feel quite balanced. This, you know, this in here is not kind of where I think it should be. And some developers would not listen if I said anything. Some developers would listen, politely nod their heads, and ignore me. You know, and some developers will outright go, oh, you're right, let's go, we will start taking a look into this. And it's not a thing of, I want developers to, you know, say, yes, I'm right, and go fix something, but having a developer say, you know what, you're right, you know, not even right, but, you know, we'll take that under advisement, we're going to go take a look into this. That's kind of amazing, and it happens on small scales and big scales. There's a lot of games that you see in, you know, on Steam that are in early access, and the developers listen in early access, but as soon as early access is done, they're done. They, you know, they stop paying attention. There's other developers, like developers of Terraria, that continuously listen and have continuously communicated with their audience. And those are the games I gravitate to. The games that, you know, the developers are listening, they're interacting, they're talking to the community. Those are the developers that I want to pay attention to. Those are the developers that I want to, you know, give money to. I want to reward, not just developers. I mean, this is companies in general. You don't see enough companies around the world that listen to their customers, listen to their communities, you know, actually make a effort to interact. And those are the people that we should be rewarding. We should be giving them all the love, because they really do it. Okay. Let's make a request of KK to finish off the day. So you in the mood for a tune? Let's hear it. Cool. Any requests? I can dial up an old favorite, or you can just tell me how you're feeling. I'll groove on it. Oh, give me that one song. Hit me with that deep cut. Which song is it going to be? Oh, it's going to be a very specific song. Oh, no, not G. G is not the word I want. I'm just a little bit old school. I want to go back and have a little bit of a nostalgia trip. This is going to be Forest Life. Groovy. Then how about you cop a seat so I can get started? Right on. I'm tuned up and ready to roll. This one's called Forest Life. Ooh, apparently we're all standing for this one. What I always have liked about KK is that he plays during the credit roll. Got a lot of good memories that are attached to this song. Back in the GameCube days, I remember bringing my GameCube over to my friend's house, and we would actually play Animal Crossing together. And even though each of us could only play one at a time, naturally, we would each take our turn to play on the GameCube in the same village. Oh, hey. They're shooting stars. Fantastic. Right on, man. Why don't you give your pockets a glance? I slipped you a boot of the show. That was, like, unreal. Thanks for tuning your dial in my direction. Now, I don't think you can do another one. I think that's it for the day. But we do get Forest Life, so we do get the actual song. Alright, picking up what I'm putting down, how about an encore? I'd love that. Any requests? Oh, hey, okay, I can do another one. What do I want to do? It's a good question. I kind of like doing the ones that you can only request. There are specific songs that KK will play, but he only plays them on request, which is kind of special. Okay, let's do this. I need space. There we go. I'm kind of curious. I mean, he'll play it apparently, but this one's for Nye. I call it Wild World. I'm curious though. We can go ahead and sit through another. I thought he comes on Saturdays. So maybe we get to do this again tomorrow. So we get another credit roll. Yay! I don't remember this one. Hmm. This was a little bit different. But yeah, I don't know. I really like the developers working with you. It's something that I've had a couple of times. I've had a couple developers directly reach out to me. One of my favorites, he still actually pops into my stream every so often. Yearn from the team who did the music for Tesla Grad had, I guess, seen one of my videos and saw me talking about how much I loved the music. And he ended up just kind of reaching out and saying, hey, thank you so much. And then for a while, and still to this day, pops into my streams and says hi and hangs out for a little bit. Lets me know what he's up to, what the team is up to. And that's awesome. Like that felt awesome to me in the first place. Just going, hey, oh my god, a developer of a game that I love, is actually reaching out to me and talking. And then, when they continue to do so, it's not just a marketing thing at this point. It's not just, interacting with a fan. Now it's, let's keep going. I've heard stories from all over the place, a variety of friends, other YouTube channels, about, developers who will actually reach out and will kind of continue that. And that's always just fantastic. Like, it just feels really good whenever that happens. It's a big deal, especially for the games that you actually really love, because now it's not just, it's not just a game anymore. It's become something a little bit more than that. Cool, Daddy-O. Thank you. That hit your ears, right? Got a confession. I didn't know the song you wanted, so I pulled one out of my... Oh, okay. Pulled one out of my back catalog. That was like Unreal. Thanks for tuning your dial in my direction. Interesting. Okay, we'll do one more. So apparently, I don't know if I just didn't type that one right. I might have mistyped, because I could have sworn that was one. Okay, let's try one more. I don't think I can get another sound check, though. Look to plug into the code machine. How do you know my secret song? Take a seat and get ready for Animal City. Tuned up and ready to roll. This one's called Animal City. Okay. So I don't know if this is actually going to change anything, if we're going to be getting something special here. Code machine, huh? This is really enjoyable. I really like this. This is the type of song I really like. I'm really having fun with. Well, guys. Let me know if you've ever experienced a particularly awesome developer. Let's remain positive today, so we're not going to call out developers who aren't good. But let me know the developers you really like, the ones that reach out really well to the community, that interact in a way that makes you feel wanted. Perhaps they fix something, they fix bugs very quickly. Perhaps they do community days and play with the community. Perhaps they talk directly to you. Perhaps you're even a friend directly with one of the devs. It's not as surprising as you might think. But do let me know. I would love to hear. Especially if there's one that has particularly gotten, I'm not going to say brand loyalty, but I will never stop telling people how much I love Final Fantasy XIV, and one of the reasons is Yoshi P and his team. So if there are people like that, let me know. I'd love to learn them too if I don't know them yet myself. And I think that's going to be how we end today. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next time.